The following video is a campaign analysis that will analyze and evaluate the strategic approach, creative strategy, and media strategy that Schmackos have used during their Schmackos Straps range campaign and will make recommendations when applicable. The message for Schmackos Straps campaign was identified as Schmackos are the treat to give to your dog for any occasion. These strap ranges are targeted towards suburban women aged 40 plus with one or more children living out of home and are using their dog as a substitute for an affection outlet. The structure of these messages that the campaign has created are one-sided and only list the positive characteristic traits for the product, which are that Schmackos straps are fun and addictive. This helps informing the brand image messaging strategy, which is used to create an image for the customer that, for when wanting to treat your dog, Schmackos is the one that your dog wants and deserves. They use these messages to resonate with the target market with the identified insight of, I love my dog like I love my children, and encode these messages with hedonistic ideas like your dog loves Schmackos like your child would love chocolate. The product is positioned in the FCB grid as low involvement, high emotion segment, so these messages are trying to turn this purchase into an instinctual purchase. The big idea behind this campaign is that dogs go wacko for Schmackos. This strategy is effective as it turns the consumer purchasing decision into an emotional purchase where the consumer wants to give the best to their dog that they can provide to gain self-satisfaction from their pet's self-satisfaction. To evaluate the success of the campaign, Schmackos should aim to set two key objectives, like increase sales of Schmackos straps by 20% over the next calendar year with specific attention to gifting periods like Christmas and Valentine's Day, and to put emphasis on the message of treat to give to your dog on any occasion, with measurements coming from supermarket reward systems. Another recommendation is increasing brand recollection by 10% over the next calendar year, as Schmackos will be the choice of pet treat of the pet food industry through customer survey recall tests. The creative strategies Schmackos have used for this campaign rely strongly on humor-based appeal, with humor as the executional technique to transfer the message to the target market and reflect what the brand represents. The side print advertisement depicts two animated characters in gifting scenarios where the dog protagonist is desiring a Schmackos straps in replace for when it would be appropriate to give chocolate to a person, playing on the dramatization of the situation to instill humor. These advertisements execute the message strategy perfectly and get across the light-hearted nature the brand is personifying, while subtly encoding the message that Schmackos are the treat for any occasion. The televised advertisement has an upbeat and exciting music that plays into the themes of happiness and playfulness while catching the consumer's attention, and the color palette they have chosen for the main backdrop matches the branding of Schmackos to increase message retention and brand recognition. They have used rapid camera shots to show lots of action, and the core themes of the video showed the dog and human showing both pure joy in a comical fashion to exaggerate how much enjoyment your dog and you by extension can gain from having Schmackos straps, referencing the key insight, loving your dog like loving your child, so you can give your dog the best. Marketing theory suggests that the use of humor-based appeals in both these advertisements links with humor having a strong relationship with memory of the advertised brand and attitudes towards the advertisement. This relationship is strengthened by the position of the brand, as humor-based appeals work stronger with low-involvement products. To have a stronger message, it is recommended to use a more reflective figure of the target market in the advertisements. To increase the likeliness consumers see themselves in that scenario, and in doing so see their own pets within the screen too. The advertisements could also use a more prominent screen time with the usage of the product in the advertisement to reiterate that the direct use of the product results in dog experiencing more pleasure and happiness. Schmackos has launched their campaign messages on the platforms of television and social media to communicate with the target market. Televised advertisements are a strong choice for media strategy as it allows for Schmackos to have mass communication of all their messages around Australia. These televised messages have the advantages of being easy to interpret for consumers as they have the added support of sight, sound, and motion, as well as having the ability to achieve high reach and frequency depending on the brand's objectives. Research undertaken by Nielsen in 2017 found that 88% of the age bracket identified as a target market for Schmackos are using broadcast TV. Female consumers within this age bracket using the platform are 53% more likely to be watching Australian drama, comedy, and reality TV. This information leads us to believe the usage of televised advertisements with the assumption they were aired during these blocks of programs was an effective method into communicating the message with the consumers. Schmackos have used social media in tandem with these televised advertisements to extend the exposure of these messages, with Facebook and YouTube the forefront of these social media campaign. Social media is a powerful tool to Schmackos as so many consumers are connected to the platform, with 85% of target market connected to social media. Facebook leads the way of having a platform for everyone to engage on, with 94% of all social media users using Facebook in 2017, and all this information guides our belief that social media is the correct choice of media channel as it reaches the target segment. It is recommended that the business creates additional advertising content to decrease the chance of consumer wear out, as the campaign lasted over 1 year and minimal content was created. Another recommendation the business could adhere to would be to increase posting regularity on social media, as lack of frequency in messages decreases message retention.